Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Last episode we did this. Out of Cleveland we connected that spur up to beyond Pittsburgh, which means that we can now go to Philadelphia. We also did the other way, which means that we can now run back to Columbus, which is something that we wanted to do, and I'm glad I managed to get that done. Next up, in today's episode, we need to focus on Buffalo. I said we would do that, so that's exactly what we're going to do, and hopefully by the end of this episode we can connect up that to a station which is going to be here now, and this up to a station that's going to be here. So that's going to be a good thing, and then we need to obviously move on to this side. But I think before we do that, we're going to have some more trains running, because I think we should really connect up St. Louis over to Cincinnati. So we'll have to do that one as well. Anyway, lots and lots of things to be running and doing. Let's get on with it straight away. We need to start by I think a couple of those need to go back. Yep, the rail can run out here. This is going to be the New York way, but what I can even do is when it runs out there, I can actually swing it around and start heading it over to Ottawa. That might be a possibility. Leave it in the comments box if you think once I do this, if I can swing it around here and head towards Ottawa, if you think that might be a good idea. I think that might be a good idea. Anyway, here we go. So standard station size is 360 meters for us, which means that the station is that big. I think a 4-track station is going to be the ideal. Is that going to be ideal? Let me think. Yes, I think 4-track will be. I mean, I half want to do 6-track to let fast trains pass through, but considering I haven't done 6-tracks in many places, I think perhaps a 4-track is the. Nothing is going to pass through here. Everything is stopping in Buffalo because it's the furthest city that we've got. So if I was to put it here, let's actually do. Let's do it as far back as we can. No, let's do it there, and let's see what happens. So there we go. So the station is in. Now that's great because you know we've got our exit right here. So there you go. There's our exits. Our exit is literally right round there. So that's not a problem. I mean, essentially we just swing it around like that and then around. So there we go. The exit is fine. It's the entrance that's going to be a problem. Now, bringing these ones in is not going to be too difficult. In fact, if you look at that, that is as flat can be. I mean, I don't think you could get any flatter than that. That is perfectly flat all the way through. In fact, is it? Hold on, let me just check. Yes, that is absolutely perfectly flat all the way through. So we're actually going to be able to get trains just swinging right around there without an issue. Great. Now the other issue, but the problem is, or I'd say not the issue, the one issue. Wow, that was a lot of ways to get things wrong. Is going to be this. Here we go. Oh, that's going to crash it. Oh, uh-oh. Escape, escape, escape. Come on. That's crashed it. Whoops. Let's see if we can bring this back. No, we can't. Well, I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. And sadly, what this means is that, well, first of all, the music's all gone. What this means is that I've lost the tracks that we did in the last episode. But don't worry, I'll put them back in off camera before the next episode. Let's focus directly on Buffalo all over again. Oh, that was a pain. The one time I don't save between episodes, so what was I doing? Deleting that and deleting that. Let's try and get this done as quickly as possible now. So that 4-track. Essentially we lined it up like that. Let's see if we can bring this slightly further out, like so. Okay, now we know that this side again, that's not going to be an issue at all. Oh, we do have a slight cut this time, but that's okay. That's completely okay. That's because we've brought it over further. Now this is where... Right. So I think our option here is to cross the lake. I think that's our only option at the moment. We're going to have to cross the lake and then swing it in. Which I'm not... I'll be honest, I didn't really want to do. But I think we have no choice. So, is there any, in fact, is there any other way? Hold on. What if we cross the lake just here? And then ran along here? Oh no, that's going to, it's not going to be in place correctly. Okay, what about if we try and bring it out from here? Yeah, see, that's going to be it. Right there, that's our crossing point. Yep, that is actually our crossing point. Break that. That's a shame. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Sad. Can we bring this a little bit higher? I'd like this to be higher up. I suppose it might look okay, so... There we go. We'll take it. We will take it. Unfortunately, I don't think there is another... Oh, well, great. Okay, well, I think this may be an issue in itself. Uh-huh. Okay, well, that's a bit rubbish. Let's try and break that bit there. And we'll try and hook up this side first. There we go. Let's do that side first and then that side. Okay, well, that's good. At least we managed to get that in. Unfortunately, not in the way I wanted it, but, you know, it's in. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy about this. If you guys know another way to get into that station, please do tell me. I mean, I could have put the station along there and then run it around like that, but then this one would not have come in. I could have curved it further and... I really don't know. This would have been a really difficult one. Alright, well, let's just run this out all the way. Like so. And whilst we are at it, I don't know whether this is going to work, but because we can, and because it might come in handy, let's do that one. Come on. There we go. Okay, so at least we've got that wiggle, which before, if you guys will remember, it was supposed to do connect it to Pittsburgh. Let's quickly sort this bit out then again. Oh no, I'll do this off camera. There's no point you guys seeing that. Although that being said, I have to do that to get the yeah. That's going to be a problem. To get the trains in that I wanted to in this episode, I'm going to have to do that. I'll tell you what, we'll sort that out in a bit. We've still got a bunch of stuff to do. Like that. Oh, actually, that should have been large street. Like that. Large street, large street. In fact, everything in Buffalo should be a large street at the moment, it seems. That one. Actually, that bit over there, that bit there, and that bit there doesn't have to be a large street. Okay, let's go ahead and create our primary bus station. little bit hilly. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we've got that. We've got Toronto. I mean, this is actually incredible. I'm very, very impressed with how this has grown. Unfortunately, where we were supposed to put the freight station now is, well, buildings. Have a look at that. 634 and 712. The freight station was supposed to literally go there, and it's just buildings now. Oops. Okay, what can we do in the meantime then? If we can't do this bit, what other bits can we do? We still haven't even got to the freight. I mean, that's a big thing, that we haven't even started on the freight. But, you know, it's something we're going to have to get to at some point. In fact, here we go. I know what we can do. I know exactly what we can do. I need to start working out what is and isn't going to be used on here. Can I shrink this down a couple of platforms? So if I was to go, instead of, wow, 8 and 8, I've got, yeah, 16. I haven't got 14 platforms. I've got 16 platforms. Of course, we've got the 2 outer ones as well. That's far too many platforms. If I was to bring it down to 12 platforms. See, if I was to bring it down to 12 platforms and push this up, how much more space would it give? It'd have that much more space to put housing in Chicago. So, let's... Now, is 12 platforms going to be enough? Because I was reminded that this was a pass-through for freight. So is 12 platforms going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have 6 active platforms, I think. And 6, 7, 8. I think 12 will be enough. Okay, let's do that. Let's run this in at fast speed. So we'll run these 2 trains in, and then hopefully they'll leave and we'll shrink the station. Come on. Come on, leave, leave, leave. Leave, leave. Come on. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. There's another train that's got in the way. Okay, here we go. Now we can... As soon as that train leaves, we're going to demolish. That's the plan anyway. Out it goes. That's clear enough. That's it. Before that train comes in, we'll pause it right there. We'll actually save this right here. As you can see, loads of tests. That Grand Canyon map, by the way, is the one that Slim is doing. Slim Nasty 2013. I believe it's the Grand Canyon map. Very, very in-depth, in detail map that is. Right. Let's sort this out. So, what we need to do, and this is going to be horrible, I think. I need to, first of all, demolish the station. Yep. And then I need to build a new station, which is going to be sitting in the same place with the same sort of curvature. That's a 400 meter station. Why have I got a 400 meter station here? Interesting. Well, I'll give it a 400 meter then. Chicago can have a 400 meter station. Why not? Right, it doesn't fit in any of those, but we said we're going to try 12 platforms, right? It's not 400, it's 360. Talk about a bunch of confusion. Oh, come on. Can it fit in? Not on that one, I want it. Not on that one. Go up one more. Not on that one. Go up one more. That one. That's where I want it. Although it might be easier to hook it up on this side. I just realized it may be a lot easier to... Come on. It may be a lot easier to hook up on this side. Slightly lower. There we go. Right there. Okay. So that's 12 platforms now, down from 16, because I don't think we need all 16 platforms. Which does mean that we get to save some of this area. I'm just thinking, could we even go down to 10? If we went down to 10 and ran all freight through here, would it be possible? I don't know. I really don't know. See, that's the big question, is that would that actually be possible? Okay, I'll tell you what, let's just try 10. So that's 10, which is down there, but that's not what I want. Destroy. Try and build again with just the 10. I'm just thinking that running freight through here might be nice, but we might be able to get away with a smaller station. Okay, that's good. Now these are all slightly off, I think. Yeah, they're all slightly off. First of all, we can demolish like so. Bring them all back slightly, like so, and then try and hook them up. Okay, we'll leave the rest of the track as it is. That's a good idea. Like that, and then we'll try and get the double crossing in there. There we go. We can use 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll use these for freight if we want to, and then use those ones as well. So you have passenger, 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 freight pass-throughs, passenger, 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 passenger. That's 8 platforms for passengers and 6 or 4 platforms for freight pass-through. That works for me. Okay, good. Now the question is will we be able to fit housing here? I mean, I doubt it, but at least we can build up housing there, and we don't have to worry too much about breaking too much housing over here, because what we'd do is we'd essentially go like that or something, saving as much housing as we can. Alright, next up, we'll hook this road back up, or not. There's one of them. There we go. And check the lines to make sure the lines are still running. That line's running, no problems. That line's running, no problems. That line's running, no problems. And that line is running, no problems. Everything is good. Let's continue that along its way. Great. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here so that I can rebuild this Columbus-Cleveland, Pittsburgh area. And in the next episode, we'll start setting up new routes through all of them. I kind of really want those 2 roads to connect as well. So before we end, let's actually connect up those 2 roads. There we go, done. Okay. So it was really bugging me. They were just misaligned really, really badly. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think of what I am doing so far. And of course, in the next episode, we'll have this back up and running. so at least we don't have to worry about that. And I will continue making more stuff. We'll continue making loads more stuff, and it should be pretty fun and pretty cool. Last but not least, do check me out on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. I would massively appreciate your support. And it would just enable me to create more videos, create better videos, and it'll just give me a chance to really improve the quality. And like I said, I need a new computer, so that's something I need to take into consideration. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys once I've rebuilt this in the next episode.